Okay, let's talk about the main event of an already stacked card. Jack Della Magdalena versus Islam Makhachev. Now, nobody's fooled. This is a setup for Islam Makhachev to do what Habib didn't, which is become a two-division champion and, solidify their legend, because I don't think any of them have become two-division champs yet. I don't think it's going to be a necessarily easy task, but it could be. We'll have to see. Now, when Jack Della Magdalena fought Bilal Muhammad for the welterweight title, nobody gave him much of a chance. But Della Magdalena did something I used to do in wrestling. Look, in wrestling in high school, I was lousy at shooting, so I never shot. But I could throw people. So how did I set up my throws? I set up my throws by not allowing anyone to take me down. How did I not allow anybody to take me down? There were two ways. Number one, I crouched really low, so my head was right on the angle with their head. And if they shot, they were going to inadvertently headbutt me, and my head was waiting for them. Now, I was kind of a gritty kid, and I didn't really care. And after shooting a couple times and getting their head rammed against my head, they would stop typically. Now, sometimes they were slick enough to avoid my head, but then I was so leaned over, I was already sprawling on top of them, and they weren't getting that takedown anyway. It would lead to a front headlock if I couldn't get my head throw. And that was my entirety of my takedowns. And it centered on takedown defense, right? Like, it was that takedown defense that set up the front headlock. And of course, if they weren't bending over, then I would just toss them with the head throw. The question is, he did that really well, using his head to block Bilal. But Bilal also didn't shoot all that much either. Bilal seemed to want to prove himself by boxing stand-up with Magdalena, which was probably a really, really bad idea for him. I think they were in Chicago, too, his hometown. Islam doesn't just do single and double legs. So I don't think it's going to be that simple to keep your head down and not worry about it. Those Chechens, or whatever they are, Dagestanis, they've got body locks that they'll use in lieu of shooting. They don't care. So I don't think that is going to protect him. I think Islam's stand up is very how do I say this? Unyielding, meaning it's not that he's the best kickboxer in the world, just like Khabib wasn't the best kickboxer in the world, but they plod forward. They're very difficult to hurt, although we've seen them be hurt. And eventually they force you into their world. Like, by brawling with you a little bit in their very disciplined stances, they eventually get you on the ground. And once you're on the ground, you're in their world. I don't think Jack Magdalena is going to be able to keep Islam Awesome off of him the way he kept Bilal off of him. I think Islam takes his second title, and yeah, that's the way I see it. Like and follow for more on the fight game.